Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing news, this is Prime Gaming, bringing you some Star Wars Battlefront beta gameplay. I uploaded some of this gameplay yesterday. I uploaded some of this gameplay. I didn't add a commentary because I was mostly letting it all sink in so I could actually give an honest opinion of the game. Because if I was playing, I'd be rattling off that, and I wasn't playing alone, I was playing with some friends at one point, so I was not sure if I should broadcast with my voice and allow others, but to respect privacy, I did not broadcast with a voice. Now this time I will bring some commentary, and this gameplay might just be an hour, perhaps 2 hours like the last gameplay I uploaded, Battlefront. I will be heavily uploading videos and streaming until the 12th, only Battlefront. So I'm putting the Arkham Knight playthrough on hold for now. Right now I'm thinking about diving into the missions because I have not touched them. I've strictly been on multiplayer. I already have my impressions for multiplayer and I'm saving that for later. However, I'd rather do a live impressions on the first time missions. I've heard some speculations. Some people have told me the missions are great, some people told me they're terrible. So right now, everyone's been saying it's a mixed bag. So right now, what I'm gonna see is just how good the survival is. Let's do this single player, and let's do it normal because honestly, right now, I have no clue what normal is. If normal is way too easy, I might just risk it and go a little bit higher. Now, graphic wise, I love the game graphic wise. It really has the aesthetics and the feels that you see in the sets from those George Lucas films. Oh, what do you know? All the blasters... Well, let's see... This is the strongest rifle. You know what? Just for the sake, we're gonna use the starter rifle. Just for the sake of everything. Now I'm gonna be honest, I barely know any of these ships. Probably the only one that comes to mind right now is between the Star Destroyer, Cruiser, god damn it, I keep forgetting the names, and the TIE Fighter, and it's a trap. Is he not gonna say it's a trap? I am sad. Alright, so I'm guessing this is CPU because it's survival. Oh boy. Wait. What do we say? Stormtroopers. That's nice. This game does have a third-person shooter point of view. But it's up to the player to choose it. Wait. Hold up. Wait, what? Holy crap. Stormtroopers miss. I friggin' love this right now. I did not expect that. The myths are true. Stormtroopers have terrible aiming. That, or this guy has like a shield or something. Oh shit, more people. You know what, just for the sake, because some people actually... Just for the sake, I will show right now what first person looks like. If I can find that. First person is somewhere around here. There we go. Let's go into first person mode. If I remember how to set it up. Alright. So apparently when I spawn again... Oh Snappleface, that was not supposed to happen. On the bright side, I now know what the hell is on that side. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ooh, boys, no. Not about that life. Not about that life right now. Something that's really helpful when you take corners, press the down button, depends on what console you're playing. I'm doing this on the PlayStation. But it really helps when you walk down around the corner and you want to look through the other side. Really helps. I think that might be a collectible. That's one collectible down.
The first pod just touched down.
Oh crap! It's one of those games. Yeah, just in case you didn't know, one of the multiplayer modes is kind of like a domination type game mode. For those who are familiar with the Call of Duty franchise. What? No. Don't tell me they have of those here. This is not fun. Those weren't fun on the AT-AT Assault. Those are not going to be fun in survival. So yeah, multiplayer consists of only 2 game modes right now. One of them being the AT-AT Assault, and the other one strictly being the Capture the Pod system. As I was saying, the Capture the Pod one has a feel similar to that of domination on the Call of Duty series. Not that that's anything bad. It just, that's what comes to mind as I play that game. Oh no. Don't tell me that thing's about to come up here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I am not here. I am not here. I am not here. Shit. Nope. Screw this. Nope. You're gonna have to come down here. I ain't facing you over there. Alright, there are some... Oh, shit. Yes. This is actually really challenging right now because, for those who don't know, this thing is hard to take down on multiplayer alone. So right now, this is not a walk in the park. I have to get to whatever's inside that pod. Hopefully it's something good. Please be a smart missile. Oh. This is better. But where exactly is this thing? Right there. Alright, that actually helped. Fucking course. Wait, there's things over there. Oh. Goody. Snipers. For those who don't know, the snipers in this game are really, really effective. If I'm not mistaken, from the torso up, it's a guaranteed one shot. I think that's how it is. Not too sure. But I'm pretty sure that's how about it. Because from the gameplays I've done, I don't know if I showed it off earlier on the stream, a headshot will obviously kill it. But the snipers have certain traits that are actually kind of helpful as one goes through the multiplayer lobbies. The scope it has, even if you're playing in third person, you will automatically go into said scope. in actual multiplayer, there's certain power-ups that are kind of like shields. Well, not kind of like shields. They are energy shields. Normal blasters will not do crap against him. It won't do anything. Don't try. However, if you have a sniper, or well, not really called a sniper, it's more like a rifle. But for the sake of everyone's sanity, I am calling it a friggin' sniper. Because that's what it is. It's a sniper. It can go through those shields like nothing, because if you haven't noticed, this game is heavily based on lasers. I know, duh, but still. The rifle actually is based on bullets, meaning that the energy shield will do nothing. Just a helpful little hint. But enough about multiplayer. I'm trying to focus right now on the actual gameplay right here. I am having quite the trouble finding the snipers around here. They have no trouble finding me though. Alright, so I was saying, this game mode this game mode's pretty straight up right now. Imperial Jump Troopers. Got it. Right now, survival mode is actually it's actually appealing to me. It's not that bad. I just want to see how the full version is because, what do you know? Shield. See, that's exactly what I mean. You need something different to take those type of shields on. If you do not have the right type of thing, that will do nothing. Proximity mines, use them. When you see people with shields or droids, the best thing to use are the ion grenades. Better than the thermal grenades when it comes to destroying shields. Everything else, they suck. Trust me. The best power-up for my case that I've seen between the orbital strike and the imploding grenade. Because nothing is cooler than a motherfucking imploding grenade. That or a turtle on a jetpack, but that's for another day. And oh shit, they're... of course. Perfection. Oh, there we go. Okay, so apparently you have to shoot the shield troopers, and oh shit, no, no. Apparently the only way you can kill them is if they're in the air. In the air, their shields does not work. Remember that. Or somebody remind me in the comments before, like, I die next time. Or if I shoot them, say, don't shoot the guy with the shield until he's in the air. Oh, that would do much, but at least I'd have a heads up that somebody warned me about that stupid error I did. Now, where are the last... Okay, so there's one enemy left, and I'll have 2 collectibles left. Where the heck is the last guy? Oh, found him. Oh, he's dead. So I was expecting to die. That's why I switched the camera view. So I could show first person. That's not happening apparently. Or is that a pod? Oh shit. Brace yourself. See, it's these type of missions, it's these type of survival pods that really get on my nerves. When they just throw something you hate with all the passion in the whoa, get out of there, get out of there. Okay. thing that... Oh, crap. Don't tell me this has objectives. This will not go Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on me. Because if it does, I will be very disappointed. Not that I have anything against Advanced Warfare, it's just... I hate objective survival. For me, it just never worked. Jesus Christ, how am I supposed to do this? That is not what I wanted to do, but might as well do that. Okay, why not? Let me just hide behind this. That did not work. That did not just work. Rocket pack, whack! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, if I had this luck in the Arkham games, I could actually beat, like, where'd my train of thought go? How did I end? Oh yeah, Arkham Origins. That's that one game I never beat it 100%. For those who don't know, Arkham Knight has, no, not Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins has this one game mode called I Am the Knight, which is the most annoying thing ever. You have one life to do the whole story mode. I don't know why I'm talking about Arkham Knight when it's supposed to be stuff. Why am I even talking Batman right now? This game is so much more... what's the word I'm trying to look for right now? It's much more competitive, that's probably what I'm looking for. Even though Arkham Origins and... The Arkham games have their own version of competitive. Trying to best each other's scores. That's as competitive that those game was. But right now, if I could compare this game to anything right now, I'm not going to compare it to Battlefield because that's the obvious comparison. I do not know how I did that, but okay. That was it. Huh. Okay. That was rather short, but it was actually kind of difficult at one point. Thoughts on this? It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually interesting. That was probably more engaging than the AT-AT multiplayer. The one thing that, for me, is a little bit... I don't know. The multiplayer has its hits and its downs. I mean, its ups and its downs. The multiplayer, as craftful as it is, has its moments where I think it literally suffers. Like, it has all that you expect from this new Battlefront game, don't get me wrong. But the one thing that kind of gets to me right now, the lobbies are great. The sizes are perfect. The drop zone of 20 people, I think it is. They're not huge. Actually, to be honest, I wish that the drop zone had 30 people in it, because it's actually the map is too big for only 20 people. Sure, when both teams meet up, it gets hectic. It really does get hectic. But not as hectic as it could have been with other type of lobbies. That or the map that they've chose, probably it's not fully developed. Sure, it's not entirely free to roam. But it's full of passages and corridors. I don't know if I can show an image at one point in one of the future videos of the maps. But this map is huge. Comparing it, I think the drop zone map is the size probably bigger than Siege of Shanghai in Battlefield 4. And drop zone sounds like the type of game mode that would be for like a map the size of Operation Locker from Battlefield 4, but the team deathmatch version. The only thing that can compensate for the map size is more players. This is where the Walker Assault got things right. 40-player lobby, but the map is huge. It's huge, but you don't access it all at once. You access the map depending on how the progress of the Walker is. It's technically 3 maps in one. Depending the stage of the Walker is at, that's the map that's accessed. The further the Walkers go, it's like a scroll as the Walkers go through. So that's the map progression. The beginning of the map heavily relies on sniper fire. Something else happens. You will be sniped. When it gets to the middle, that's when the heroes shine. The heroes show up every time when you're in the middle of the playing field. However, that's also when the TIE fighters, the ETS fighters, the A-wings, that's when they all go hectic. That's the one time where they can actually be effective. Then when you get to the third part, which is the trenches, that's when all hell breaks loose. That is when that game mode is at its most intense. That is when the firefights. That's when the fire just goes everywhere. That's when you just see lasers going in every direction. When you see the cannons going, that's when you see the friggin' fighters just flying above you, raining hell on you. But the only drawback for me is that this game mode is heavily one-sided. It is heavily one-sided. I haven't seen gameplay at all. If somebody has, please link it down in the comments when this gets uploaded, or right now during the stream, of the rebels winning. Please, because I have never seen it happen. And I've played this no lie. The Empire will always win in any lobby I'm in. I've never seen the rebels win. But maybe it is balanced, maybe it's not. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? All I really know, and all I really can say, is that the Walker Assault brings the type of gunfight that you'd expect from like a massive shooter game, and this is mostly a fan service game. This is like the Star Wars game everyone's been waiting for, honestly. I don't really think that there's something else that could go even better than it already is. But in my opinion, the AT-ATs have way too much health. That's the only thing that draws back in this game mode. The AT-ATs have enormous amount of health. Alright, right now alright. Wow. Both AT-ATs are on the verge of dying. Wow. This is what first person looks like. Just in case you didn't already like connect the dots. I'm now playing in first person, which is really weird to me right now. Because I have never played in first person, except for the first time I played it. I actually did play in first person, but it felt really weird. I don't know why, but I feel like this is the type of game that deserves to be played in third person. I just don't know why. I feel like it feels more natural to play this game in first person than anything else. Alright, what I just picked up was the 8080 marker. Before I die, I'm gonna call in. Now, you only get like 60 seconds to pilot the 8080. And honestly, I don't know why people fought to get it. Because it's honestly kind of rubbish, except for when you actually use the orbital strike. The orbital strike is the only thing that makes it worth the time. Orbital strikes are like the nukes of this game. Shit. That music means there's a hero. However, that wasn't the Sith theme. That means they have Luke. Not fun. Alright, the heroes are not overpowered, but they are very, very fun to use. The only hero I've ever been able to get and actually use has been Vader. Using them is really fun. The only drawback is that you never know what a hero marker is. Hero markers are heavily hidden. And I mean hidden. You will never find it just out of nowhere. Like, you have to really be looking for it, really know how they look to actually find that. But yeah, this map, things are just huge, chaotic. This is the game mode that apparently everyone loves to play right now. I'm not arguing with it. It looks really fun. It actually is fun when you have friends, but this game mode is strictly strategy based. This game mode is a game where you need, depending on the team you're on, you need to play either with strategy or without a strategy. You're a rebel, you need a freaking strategy. If you're with the Empire, you just need to go in guns blazing and you'll win. That's sadly how this game mode goes, which to me feels like a completely missed opportunity if that's how this game mode goes. But however, this from what I'm seeing, this could be the next MLG, or what's the word I'm looking for? This could be the next e-game sport title. Like, this could possibly be the next competitive game to trump Call of Duty. This could be the GTA 5 killer. Which is okay, for those who don't know what the GTA killer is. GTA killer is literally a term people have been using to describe like a game that will kill GTA, because GTA has been around for 2 years. 2 years and it's still strong. GTA 5 is still going strong. Do not get me wrong, GTA 5 is going stronger than ever right now. Oh crap! Hold the phone. Okay, you do not need to link down when the rebels have won. I have just experienced it. Whoa. I'm actually blown right now because I've never seen this. I have not seen YouTube gameplay of the rebels actually winning. Okay, maybe EA and DICE really knew what they were doing at one point. They did not have their heads in their ass the whole time. Who knows? Now, for my first impressions of the multiplayer, it's fun. It's fast-paced at all times. It never becomes slow. The only part that is slow is going to the battle. Because when you play pod, it kind of has its slow moments, even though it's a fast-paced game. It has a time limit. This game goes on for like 10 minutes or maybe 20, depending like on the things that's going on. Hold up, let me switch to third person because I feel way more comfortable in third person. As I was saying, it's not really anything against the game whatsoever. It's fun. It has its ups. It has its downs. Probably the biggest down being, at some points, balancing issues. But then again, this is just the beta. I'm not gonna expect it to be flawless right now. I will be expected to be flawless come December. It better be flawless. If not, I'm gonna be a very sad person. No, but in all honesty, this game, it's been blowing it out of the water right now. I'm honestly blown away. I was blown away when I downloaded. I don't know if I mentioned it in the Warframe stream or if I mentioned it in some other gameplay. I don't know. I have never watched a Star Wars film. I wasn't really into Star Wars. I always grew up on the other side of Hasbro. I never saw the Clone Wars. I made the mistake of watching Revenge of the Sith in theaters. I say mistake because every friend I have that loves Star Wars tells me you made a mistake. You watched the worst movie of all time. I do not know why. I don't know if that's true or they're just exaggerating, but whatever. They're the Star Wars geniuses. I'm not. But this game really has shed some light on the franchise for me. Like, I've never had much interest for the franchise as a whole. Because I always found it to be kind of far-fetched, but then again, coming from the guy who freaking watches Dragon Ball Z and freaking loved Transformers, saying that Star Wars is far-fetched is like freaking blasphemy right now. But now this game has actually opened me up to it. And I'm considerably, yesterday before playing it, I actually got like hyped up. That's something a game rarely does. I rarely get hyped up for a game. Nowadays, I'm rarely hyped up. Call of Duty doesn't really hype me up. I'm not like those like the big YouTubers or like everyone else that's like, oh my god, Call of Duty, you shit your pants when you saw Black Ops 3 being announced. Oh my god, the zombies trailer. I'm not that type of person. If a game that made me shit my pants recently was most likely whatchamacallit, it's this game called Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight really got me hyped. Really, it's got me hyped. But then again, I come from a comic book background. I love DC, but you see, I was skeptical. That's the thing. I'm always skeptical when it comes to games with like big names in front of it. I will always be skeptical because you never know. Maybe you might get the best game ever. Sometimes you might just get the worst thing ever conceived. Case in point was freaking, what's this game called? What was this game called? I just had it. The Survival Instincts for Walking Dead. It was praised and everything to be the best game ever. It was terrible. Like, I'm always skeptical. When Arkham Asylum got released and announced, I was heavily skeptical because I have never seen a good superhero video game. Ever. But then Arkham actually blew me away. Arkham blew me away. Arkham City got announced and I was already hyped. Because once you get one thing right, why are you gonna switch the formula? That's my one gripe. Sometimes some companies get it right the first time and they start to switch up the formula. That doesn't work. That does not work. You can't just do that. I was gonna get introduced into the Star Wars games by playing, or I think it was The Force Unleashed 2 or 1. But I was gonna start off by going in through The Force Unleashed. That was not the case. My PS2 just broke down on me at one point. I just recently got a new one. So, Jesus Christ. That is Darth Vader. That is not fun. Oh boy. So one thing you might notice during this whole game, I might rattle on other games, but then again, right now I'm just doing a comparison of games that like actually have blown me away, which haven't been many actually. I don't know if Battlefront has ever had a story mode. I don't know if it's gonna have a story mode. I don't know if it's one of those games that has a story. Apparently it has missions, but right now I've never heard anything about stories. For me, apparently this is looking like a heavily multiplayer game. Nothing wrong against that. Nothing against that. I mean, honestly, you can have an awesome multiplayer game and have no story. Just look at Mario Kart. It's strictly a racing multiplayer game, but then again, where have you ever seen a racing game that has a story? There's very few. The only one that comes to mind right now is one that was made by Naughty Dog called Following the Jak and Daxter Footsteps, which was Jak X Combat Racing. It actually had a story, and it didn't really pertain to the series as much as it was supposed to, but it still had a story. One thing that I heavily emphasize: I do not play games for graphics whatsoever. I'm the type of person that plays games for story. I play games for story if they're fun with friends, or if the multiplayer is fun and I have a blast. Right now, this multiplayer is a blast. Current said point, this multiplayer right now is probably the most... It's giving me more fun than I've ever had with Call of Duty. Besides the zombies mode on Black Ops. Which, anyways, I will be streaming Black Ops 3 when it comes out. I will be doing uploads. I will do a walkthrough on it. Because I just recently saw the story mode trailer. And it really intrigued me. Just to see how they're gonna make it fit in with the rest of the story, because I didn't even see a reference to Alex or David Mason in those trailers or whatsoever. I have not even heard a whisper of the last name Mason through the new Black Ops 3 trailers or the information. So right now I'm currently skeptical when it comes to that game. The one thing that kind of disappointed me when I saw the Black Ops 3 trailer was the new zombies mode. It didn't disappoint me in the fact that, oh no, alien plant. I'm like, it kind of felt like they were literally ripping out something from Advanced Warfare to me. I don't know why it felt like that, but that's how it felt. It felt like something that belonged more to Infinity Ward than actually to Treyarch. But enough about Call of Duty. Let's focus on the real MVP. That grenade that killed me is the MVP. No, but honestly, this game, it's wonderful. I recommend it. Play the beta. It is open to everyone. Wait, what? Hold up. What did I just pick up? Oh no. What? Hold up. No. No. What? How did I get him? Okay, this is the first time I ever played as Luke, holy shit. So I'm actually pretty psyched right now. Alright, that was fun. Playing as Luke actually looks pretty neat. That's the first time that ever happened. I've played as Darth, so I know how that feels. Honestly, from what I just experienced, I prefer being Darth. That probably because I've played as Vader more than I have as Skywalker. And I'm behind the AT-ATs. Okay, so things just went to hell over here. Holy TIE fighters everywhere. Yeah, I'm seeing that we are going to shit right now. Holy crap. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. La 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 no. La 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. So he crashed. Revoke his license. Shit, interceptor, interceptor, interceptor! Those are not fun. Interceptors are not fun. When you're in the air and there's an interceptor after you, you're dead. Case in point. I don't know how I died there, but I died. That is nice. Okay, Luke is in the area again. Why do I have a feeling I died in front of the hero marker? Ooh, that is Vader. Oh, Vader and Luke just went at it. Okay, so I hate flying the A-Wing. I hate it with a passion. I hate it. I hate it. The worst thing I've ever seen. It's so terrible. Ah. Yeah, I hate flying the A-Wing so badly. I'd rather be on the interceptor. Come at me! Come at me! Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where'd you go? No. No, no, no. No, no. No, 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 no. Wait, what? Why did you do the worm? You know what? Screw this. I'm firing at the ATAs. No, 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 no. Ow. That could have gone way better in like 20 different ways. Shit, no. No, that was my power up. Screw you. Ah. Oh no. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now. That guy just jumped over my bullet. That's how. Oh god. Shit. No. I just got headshot by a goddamn turret. Why do you keep spawning me with my ass towards the AT-ATs? It's like this game wants me to get raped by them. This guy does not realize that he has an enemy right next to him. It's probably the same guy that thought Coney was real. Okay, so there are no A-planes, there are no X-fighters in the air. I was gonna go forward, but apparently I got shot back. Okay, let's try that one more time, shall we? And of course. Oh look, for once I didn't die when that shot me. Alrighty. I think I might do one more AT-AT assault and then I'll show off the pod mode. The reason why I'm doing one more AT-AT is because I'm gonna be in the frickin' Empire. And as we all know, the Empire almost always wins. Almost always. Because I got proven wrong like 20 minutes ago. Feel bad about that. No, I don't. Alright, first things first, let me switch the gun. I'm gonna go back to the starter pistol. Wait, do I have to unlock the starter pistol? Okay then. That is new. That is entirely new. Okay, let's start this shindig TIE fighter style. The TIE fighters is the funnest vehicle to use. Let's just get that out of the way. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at how this thing flies. Look at that. Where else are you gonna get the smooth flying? Oh, we have an X-Fighter in the air. There was an X-Wing in the air. Yeah, I do way better when I'm in the TIE Fighter than anything else. Whoa. Yeah, flying in this view kind of sucks, but then again, showing it off because some people have to know how it looks like. And crash. Ah, I didn't even take anyone. I am sad now. I am sad that nobody died because I kamikazed into them. Alright, let's see. What's next? Kaboom. And there's a hero. Not the type of fun we expect. Okay, shields stop bullets. By bullets I mean lasers. Bullets? Not so much. Bullets will not be stopped. Yeah, they are really covering Luke. Holy crap. The one thing about this game, I never know when I'm running. I never know if I'm walking or I'm running in this game. It bothers me to a degree. Like, it honestly bothers me that I never know if I'm running or not. Drop that there. It's moved back a little. And by a little, I mean like 3 miles. God, this jump is like over exaggerated. Oh boy. Please jetpack, please jetpack.
Enemy uplink deactivated.
Rebel troops entering the zone.
It's one down. So yeah, this game is really fun. I recommend it to everyone. Just download the beta. Right now the beta is free to everyone. For those who don't know, it is free to everyone. You don't need to pre-order the game anymore. Plus, those who pre-ordered the game only got like 1 day of early access. Everything else was free. Just do it. You will not regret it. It's fun. If you like Call of Duty, if you love Battlefield, or if you just want to try something new because you have nothing to play, then download it. Honestly, it'll be worth your while. Like, just playing the beta has honestly convinced me. Literally, it's convinced me to actually buy the game. And I'm not thinking about just buying the normal game. I'm actually thinking about buying the gold edition, which is like an extra $40 and when you have to pay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the disc or the digital. Most likely I'm gonna end up buying the digital because I like to have digital games nowadays. I prefer them over disc copies. Well, not really prefer them. I literally love having my discs. Like the Arkham games, I have them in disc format. I will never get the Arkham games in any other format that's not disc. I know I'm like glorifying the Arkham games at this point, and I'm stuck in a crevice. Like, the only reason I'm saying Arkham so much is probably because I'm sort of bummed out that I'm gonna sacrifice, well, not really sacrifice, I'm gonna focus on Star Wars for a whole, like, 4 days. I'm not gonna upload any walkthroughs for Arkham Knight. Meanwhile, this beta's out. As this beta is gonna be out until the 12th, so until Monday, I will be uploading, streaming constantly. I might do a stream later tonight, but probably without the commentary. Probably will do a no commentary stream later on today. For those who want to catch that, go for it, because honestly, if I do a commentary, I do not know what I'd speak about. I'd most likely be like angrily grunting the whole time because of death or something. And I don't want to turn into Markiplier. No offense. So yeah, like this game, I can't praise it enough right now. It's more than what I expected. Way more than I expected. I was coming into this with I honestly come into games nowadays with low standards. I go into games with low standards nowadays. Because if I go in with high standards, then if it's a letdown, I'm gonna be like all of the sad. So I came in with low standards. I thought this game was gonna be shit, honestly, because, well, nowadays I think any game's gonna be shit. So honestly, right now when I come into looking into new games, I honestly go into the mindset this game is going to be shit. Nothing against Star Wars, nothing against the game, no. It's just a preset I've done, so like I don't go into games with high hopes, because it doesn't feel right when you go into a game with high hopes and then it turns out being terrible. Like, I had huge, enormous hopes for Battlefield 4. I got the game, and the crashes, the glitches, the bugs, it wrecked the game entirely. Now it's playable. Now. And Battlefield 4 has been out for like around a year already, which is kind of unacceptable. it's unacceptable that it's taken a year for them to fix all the bugs, and not all the bugs have been fixed. I'd say like a good 50% of the bugs are fixed. Because literally, I play Battlefield 4 now on the PlayStation 3. I'm dreaded to get it on the PlayStation 4 because I've heard that the glitches and all the bugs are worse on the PlayStation 4. So I'm actually a little bit scared to even go near the PlayStation 4 version. I play it there, and out of nowhere, I'm like deploying a parachute when I'm literally just running on the floor. I can be running on the floor, parachute out of nowhere. So honestly, since also knowing this was an EA game kind of threw my hopes off. Because EA has not been known for keeping up with good games recently. In the recent years, EA has not delivered games that we want. Yeah, to me, EA has actually gone way down than it was before. One thing you'll never see on this channel are 2K games or sports games. Never. You will never see those type of games here. Ever. I hate them with a passion. Nothing against them, it's just that I'd rather be playing the game than bloody sitting on the couch pretending to play it. I'd rather be playing with my friends outside at a park with an actual basketball. And the character I choose is me. Rather than relying on someone else's stats and playing a game that literally requires me to press like 3 buttons. Honestly, I just hate that. Honestly, like, it's not appealing whatsoever to me. I don't, not to offend if those games appeal to you, they just don't appeal to me as much. Wow, now I know what the A-Wing is supposed to do. It's supposed to ram into shit. No, but yeah, I don't like the 2K games. I just don't like EA sports games. I just don't. I will never play WWE. I am not into that. I do like fighting games though. But the WWE games are a no. No, I'm not. I don't like wrestling. I do not. I will upload fighting games. Most likely, I most likely will upload between Dragon Ball Z, because those games, the fighting game Xenoverse was fun. I'm actually waiting to see if I upload somewhat footage of Xenoverse. So I'm still waiting on that decision of mine. Something else. I will obviously, I know I said I don't like to follow the trend or anything, but I will obviously go for Mortal Kombat X. I played Mortal Kombat 9. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So I will most likely eventually, probably like in the next weeks or so, go in and upload some Mortal Kombat X. I might do some viewer fights, like with the subscribers. Depends on everything. If everything goes as planned, then that's exactly what I'd be doing in the next couple of weeks or days. I don't like saying months, because then when I say a deadline is months, then it never happens. So, not really gonna do that. Oh god, they have one more X-Wing. That is not fun. So, really, this commentary is probably going to turn into like games I like and I don't like, type of games I like to play. Because honestly, there's nothing more I can say about this game. This is just a beta, so I've pretty much told you everything you need to know from this beta. It is fun. If you have friends, it's competitive points. It's just Star Wars. That's the best I can say. But games. A game that will most likely be upcoming in the next couple of days after the beta is over is the new Transformer game, Transformers Devastation. I do not know if the viewers are gonna like, if you viewers like that or not, but I don't really want to. I want to upload what you guys like to watch, but one thing also is I'm not gonna play strictly the mainstream games. I'm not gonna be one of those Call of Duty commentators. I will play Call of Duty, but I'm not just gonna be one of those that heavily focus on Call of Duty. I will be one of those that I will play indie games for all I will play AAA games, but I will tend to play games that I know I will enjoy, games that particularly I know that you guys might enjoy seeing, because honestly, the new Transformers games that I've seen come out actually looks really fun. It's kind of like a brawler game, so it kind of feels to me like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it kind of feels like the Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron games, which to me were really great. They had an awesome story, awesome gameplay, and to me, Fall of Cybertron went over Call of Duty Ghosts on that year. Some people, I've been asked if I'm gonna do Kingdom Hearts 3 by friends. I have played the other Kingdom Hearts. I never finished them. I will be doing Final Fantasy 7 though. I will be doing the remake, because I have honestly never played Final Fantasy 7, and everyone venerates it as the greatest game ever made, one of the greatest stories, one of the greatest RPGs. So I kind of want to play it, see it for myself. I might upload it, I might not. I might just play it for my own sake. Not really going to go into much about that game, because honestly I don't know much. My knowledge begins with the reveal trailers and the remastered edition. I never got the remastered edition because I don't know why. It wasn't the graphics that bothered me. I just never got into Final Fantasy. That's one thing people tend to guide the bases on games nowadays, is graphics. That's the reason, like, if I upload Transformers Devastation, people aren't gonna turn away from it because it says Transformers. It's because the graphics are gonna look like a freaking cartoon from the 80s, and that's the aesthetic they were trying to go for in that game. And they actually got it. It looks like the 80s cartoon. So everyone's gonna look at the graphics and think it's like a PlayStation 2 game, kinda like how they did with the Godzilla game. The Godzilla game looks like a PlayStation 3 game. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 heyday. But honestly, people can't just hate on it because of the graphics. It was more of a fan service game than anything, because it pretty much gave you all the monsters and everything. No, I'm not defending the Godzilla game. Yes, it was crap, but still, graphics don't make the game. That's one thing people do not get, because honestly, Black Ops 2 let me just give you a Call of Duty example. Call of Duty 4 and Ghosts. Compare the graphics. Show it to any recent Call of Duty player. Which one they will go for? Hands down, they will go for Call of Duty Ghosts because it has the better graphics. However, when you think about it, the people who've played Call of Duty 4 and Ghosts, they will go for COD 4. Not only does it have a better story, it has better multiplayer. Well, not better multiplayer, it just had a better experience. It's the definitive COD for many people. Go for it because, hey, the graphics. I play Call of Duty 4 to this day. I still do. I'm surprised that I find servers without hackers. Honestly, it's surprising. Not really much. It's not much of a the change going from Ghosts to COD 4, but well, when it comes gameplay wise, but when it comes graphic wise, it was a massive jump. Massive. It's a massive jump in graphics, but graphics don't make the game. Graphics are like a bonus. Graphics to me are a bonus to a game. They're like the bonus features to a Blu-ray or a DVD. Not really make the game. Sure, graphics can make or break a game, but it doesn't mean it makes the game. It doesn't make you like the game. I mean, it's like, think about this. If The Last of Us was made for the PS2, and they just put PS2 graphics on it, would you still play The Last of Us? Would you play the game and still love The Last of Us? Because honestly, The Last of Us is one of the best stories I've played in years. And that's saying something. Because honestly, to me, video games are starting to become the same hashed and slashed story every game, just to release a sequel. I mean, I can predict what's gonna happen in Black Ops 3 already. And I can predict that the end of the game is gonna be a slow-mo moment where like you're injured and you're gonna shoot someone. Honestly, they've been doing that since COD 4. Actually, no, since World at War. Correction, since World at War, they've been doing that. So honestly, there's no more shock and awe. But when you think about it, The Last of Us had a massive shock and awe factor. Like, think about that game. Like, that game twisted your ideals at one point. It made you question a couple of decisions that the characters make at one point. And if it doesn't make you question them, then you have no heart. You have no heart and you have no soul. Easy said than done. Easy said than done. If you've never thought about those decisions, then you're not human. Because when a game provokes thought and feelings, then you know that that story has actually impacted you. But then there's games that are just made because of a genre.
The escape pod is ours.
One of those, one of them can be considered as Until Dawn. Nothing against the game. It's just, Until Dawn is just literally, it feels like it came out because of YouTubers. I mean, Until Dawn kind of feels like, to me it feels like Five Nights at Freddy's but with people. Yes, I know, I just compared Until Dawn to like freaking Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't eat me alive for that, please. But yeah, like, so the video game industry nowadays is heavily impacted by YouTube. That's one thing that people don't really notice as much. YouTube does impact the gaming community by a lot. Like, YouTubers really, they kind of have the say in certain games. If a YouTuber likes the game, then that causes the other people to like the game. Because like, oh, my favorite YouTuber loves this game. Maybe I'll go and like this game. And then it kind of goes like that. So the more that this certain genre of game is more appealed to, then the more heavily focused they are on. I mean, when all the YouTubers are focusing on The Last of Us, then everybody noticed, holy crap, story is what matters right now. But then Five Nights at Freddy's came out and all of that went to shit. Nothing against Scott Cawthon, nothing against anyone. I'm just saying, that's pretty much how it goes. Nothing against the new video games, honestly, but honestly, nowadays, everyone plays video games because of multiplayer. Multiplayer is fun, yes, but some games sacrifice too many good things just because of a certain mechanic. Gimmicks can ruin a game. Can and will ruin a game if they're not done correctly. But then there's some gimmicks that add difficulty to it. One thing I really heavily emphasize when I play a game: if I don't enjoy the first 15 minutes of the game, then it's not worth my time. If I don't enjoy the first 15 minutes, it's not worth my time. It's that simple. Like that's pretty much a silver rule. If there's a game that I really feel like I might end up buying, I go to a channel like IGN usually has like the first 15 minutes of a lot of games usually. So I go in there, I look up the game, see the first 15 minutes, if I'm interested in it, I go for it. If it doesn't catch my attention, then I'm just like, no. But then there's some games that, sadly because of that, kind of suffer because some games get better as you go on. But there's not many of those nowadays. There are not many of those. So that's not something I can really say anymore. But hey, it all happens for a reason. So I've been rambling on about like how games aren't the same anymore for like a good while right now. So I'm just gonna focus back onto the gameplay. Like commentate, like you guys have probably been like, you guys probably like, I'm not offended if you muted me and just stared at the gameplay for like the past 30 minutes or so that I've been rambling on. But hey, things happen. I don't even know how I'm doing. I'm 23 and 20. God damn it. That is meh. And yeah, tar pits. You will die. They do damage. You don't go near them. That's my advice for this game mode. So yeah, as you can see, the map, what I said about the map here is not exaggerated. This map is way too big. It is enormous. This map is enormous. For just the amount of people out there here. For 16 people, this map is too big. Like this, the game mode, yeah, the game mode is perfect for the amount of people. It's just the size of the lobby that's underwhelming compared to the whole map. I mean, 18 people, that's, in this map, it's like, this map, if this was on Call of Duty and this is 18 people, I see this being like the next big thing for Michael Myers. Oh shit, grenades. They have them. The part of gameplay, it's really fun. This game is actually really competitive. If you're the type of person that likes to go for kills, or just likes objective-based gameplay that is quick and fast-paced, then this is the game mode for you. This is definitely the game mode for now. Because those pods release 3 streaks. Well, I'm gonna call them streaks because that's pretty much what they feel like. These orbital strikes, turrets, sentry guns, I mean infantry turrets, my bad. Imploding grenades and everything that it gives you. It kind of feels like it's rewarding you with, it's kind of like Drop Zone in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts, where you'd hold down a point and then you'd get care packages. This kind of feels like that game mode, mixed with domination. Yeah, when you're, one tip, if you're the type of person that likes to explore the map, then using the jetpack is the right thing for you. The jetpack lets you get up to those high ledges and those high that you can rank 5, which right now is... Wait. Hold up, I just realized something. Yeah, rank 5. The rank limit right now is level 5. Even though you've seen the bar fill up at like 10 points during this whole live stream already. But honestly, I can't really emphasize how much they need to increase the level cap. No, like, I see this game being as popular as how the Black Ops 3 beta was. Because the Black Ops 3 beta got so popular and like flooded to the point that they extended it by like a day or two. I do not remember. I hopped into the Black Ops 3 beta like in the 3rd day. Oh, Stormtroopers, yes. See, one thing about playing in 3rd person, you will be distracted by your character and its look. That looked like a person. That was a bird. That was a fucking bird. I just shot a bird. Why did I shoot a bird? Stupid bird. Sorry about going on about the bird. But you know what the bird is. Damn. Oh, one thing about this game. If your partner that you spawn in with has a different hand than you, and by hand I mean like power-ups like grenade, jetpack, or sniper rifle, you can use their hand. Which is actually really helpful if you know how to play it through. Because if they have something you don't have, you can use that to your advantage and just use their abilities instead of your own. When it doesn't matter what rank you are, honestly. You can use the level 5 abilities if you're a level 1 and your partner's a level 5. It does not matter, you can do that. I did not stand a chance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? You see, here you see the whole map. You see the scale of one person compared to the map. Like, if you put everyone lined up next to each other, they could probably fill up at least one corridor. So no, this map, too freakishly large. Too freakishly large. For the amount of people, way too many people.
We are securing the escape pod.
Oh no. Ah, they have captured it. Okay, environmental hazards are a thing in this game. I forgot to mention that. That fire will hurt you. Those bullets will hurt you. The tar pits will hurt you a little bit too much.
The rebels have secured an escape pod.
Alright, if I'm not mistaken, the next escape pod should land on this side of the map.
Our probe droids have picked
What
up
do you know?
another escape pod.
I was right. Holy crap. It actually landed pretty fairly close. No, this is my pod. I still got my pod. Whoa, that dead body looked too good to me. No! They took the pod, didn't they? Wow, this game is heavily one-sided right now. I have no complaints to this game. I have no complaints. It has gone beyond my expectations. It has been really fun. One game I will be uploading soon is another shooter called Loadout. I don't know if many people have heard of the game. I don't know why, but to me it feels like an indie game. An indie shooter. But Loadout kind of consists of making your own gun. It kind of, to me, it feels like the PlayStation 4's version of Gotham City Imposters. For those who don't know about Gotham City Imposters was a shooter that was on the PS3, PC, and Xbox at one point, but its servers were shut down because, well, the game was starting to lose interest. However, when they announced them that it was going to close, the servers got flooded, so the only servers left are a few on PC. Which, I don't know if they're still running them to this day, but that was a year ago. Gotham City Imposters was, well, the game says it. There were two gangs, the Bats and the Jokers. You created your own character, you created your own wacky gun and character. You went in, and there were game blah 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 blah. Bleh. Ugh, tongue twisted. And they were objective-based games. Oh, what do you know? Most kills, yay. They were objective-based games. Damn it. It was a fun game. It was wacky. Loadout, I found the same enjoyment I did in Gotham City Imposters in Loadout. I might also upload some Blacklight Retribution. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm starting to see that I've noticed on YouTube they don't really show off that well the free-to-play games, when there's actually some free-to-play games out there that are really fun, and some of them that are just straight up terrible. I never saw a YouTuber that I followed play Loadout. I've never seen a YouTuber that I followed play Dust. I've only seen one play DC Universe Online, but DC Universe Online is understandable and not many appeal to it, because it's not really an entertaining game. It's not really as entertaining as any other game. Like, honestly, I can only play half an hour of DC Universe Online before throwing the remote in the boring tantrum, because honestly, to me, DC Universe Online is beyond boring. I create my character, and that's where the fun ends. After you create the character, it all becomes boring, with the most trivial missions you can ever come up with for a video game. Sure, it's interesting how you can be on, how there's like every console literally merges into one lobby. Like, DC Universe Online has done something that I never expected to be done. It merged all the consoles into one game. Because DC Universe Online, you go into a lobby on the PS4, you're playing with people on the PS3 and PC. To me, that is actually pretty friggin' awesome. If one of my friends doesn't have a PS3 or a PS4, they can just literally be on their PC playing with me. To me, that's pretty freaking awesome. That's really actually great. It's something I haven't... Imagine if Call of Duty did that. Competitive would go to a whole new level. Yeah, but... Alright, I'm just gonna leave this as probably the last game for this... well, for this stream for today. So I think I'll just end the stream after this game, but before leaving I'm gonna like say a few upcoming announcements. I am gonna do a Q&A at one point, probably when I reach 25 subscribers or something. I know it's a small YouTube channel, but hey, everyone starts out small. So 25 subscribers just for the Q&A. Or who knows, I might just do the Q&A at 10 subscribers for all I know. I'm not gonna be very picky when it comes to like setting up goals. Literally just getting like 4 likes on a video would make my day. Because just seeing 4 likes or just seeing 1 like makes me feel like, okay, people are actually being entertained by these videos. What I'm doing is working. However, I do wish that there was more activity in the comment section. So like people can actually, for me, the comment section, I don't want it for criticism. Sure, even though I see like fanboys and everything like going at each other, and I actually sit there and look at the comments and like actually laugh for a good while. Because some people just make the best part about YouTube is the comment section. To me, that's what it is. It's really all about the comments. The comments make my day. Comments make everyone's day. Like, there's just some people that are so clever with their comments. And there's people that just go out and it's like, you know what, let me try and be an asshole and try to hurt someone. And then they backfires drastically on them. Like, those are the type of comments that I enjoy watching all the time. And there's the freaking flame wars that go on. So I did, for this channel, there is a Twitter, on Instagram, I think there's a Snapchat. I don't remember what the Snapchat is off the top of my head. And we do have a Facebook page. I will link them all in the description on every video, so you can follow, be active. If I do the Q&A, I'll mostly be looking at the Twitter to actually get the questions. Oh god, I was not gonna live. I will be looking at Twitter mostly to get the questions. I will provide the answers. Obviously, if you're asking me the questions, why would someone else provide the answers? I mean, that's stupid. Why would I even say that? I just had an ADD moment. No, I don't have ADD. It's just, that's something that me and my friends usually say. Because at one point, when we were all in high school, there was this thing going around because the ADD kids were actually having quite some special moments. And for those who don't know what ADD is attention deficiency disorder. It's when you can't pay attention for shit. Ooh, butterfly. It's when you can't pay attention for shit. And it's one of those disorders, but we don't really mean it as an insult. Like when we say we had an ADD moment, it's when we go blatantly off topic or we just like get psyched out. So if I start streaming GTA 5, which I will stream GTA 5. Like, I promise, I will stream GTA 5 because everyone loves GTA 5. I will. PC games, I do not know. I do not know if I'll be doing the PCs. I have played the PCs, but I do not know if I'll use the PCs. God damn it. So I'm just gonna go on with that. Black Ops 3 is definitely a must. The Mortal Kombat, that will definitely be up on the channel. This game, I will get it as soon as I can. I will most likely pre-order it in like the next couple of days so I can have it when it comes out. So I might as well do that. I think I'll do that. But as soon as I will play it, I will go through, I will stream, I will do subscriber sessions at one point. I'm not gonna be just a wolf pack of one in this channel. I will have other people join in. I will have other friends. I will have fellow game players. I do not know if I'll have fellow YouTubers though. I think you have to be like past the 100,000 subscriber count, or even the 1,000,000 subscriber count, to even be noticed by another YouTuber. So when it comes to that, yeah, I will do collabs with other people. I'm not just gonna be a selfish person and play by. Is that a crab on top of that thing? See what I mean when I say ADD moments? I don't have it, but honestly, sometimes I feel like I do. No, but yes, I think that's honestly all that I'm gonna mainly focus on. YouTube Killer 30. Oh no. Is he after me? So anyways, those are probably the games I'm most likely going to stream them before the next couple of months. Probably the next couple of days, I don't know. 50-50. I am going to at one point finish setting up the PS3 so I can stream. Because PS3 I can literally stream Advanced Warfare and all the other games. I never got the new Call of Duties for the PS4, my bad. Because, I don't know, I still didn't feel like the PS4 had something to offer to me. I might do some Dying Light at one point. I might do some Dying Light. And there it is, the ATST. I think that's what it's called. Not too sure. No, but yes. That's probably all I'm going to do for now. Not sure what else I will. I might do some Destiny. I might do some Destiny, the Taken King. Just to switch things up. Well, not really much of a switch things up. If I'm going to play Battlefront, it's going to be like seeing the same damn thing, just reskinned. No, but that's probably what I'm going to do, most likely. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that's exactly what I'm going to do. But no, that's all. That's the end of this stream. I might stream again later tonight. Don't know if I'll do a commentary of that stream though. Or I might just upload one AT-AT gameplay later on today. But no, that's all that's all for now, folks. If you like the stream, like, subscribe if you'd like, comment, start leaving your Q&A questions. I might start answering some questions during the streams. Might. Depends if there's enough, if I see enough comments or tweets or anything. Anyway, I see enough questions, I might just randomly start picking up some questions rather than waiting for the Q&A episode. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. This was Prime Gaming, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.